please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. I'm coming out with tons of videos and you don't want to miss them. Carmen, Hungry Eyes from Dirty Dancing. So this intro section, reminiscent of parts of the chorus as well. We're going to get this vibe where we're doing a lot of palm muted 5 chords, like power chords. And it's going to kick off with an F, so just 1 at the E, 3 on the A there. And we're just strumming along with it, about 8th note style. And you can shuffle a little bit, just kind of just emphasize every 3 or so. Like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That type of feel to it. And, the main thing kicks in and we can just strum a full F chord. And we can even mix in the little bell tones that come in. So it would be a 1 on the E to 3. And initially we'll land on this 1 on the B, but at the same time a B flat chord comes in with it. So it'll look like the shape of a B flat suspended second. So 1 on the A, 3 on the D and G, and then we got our 1 on the B for the finish of that bell tone scale. And that's the initial one that happens. So it's... And from there, we keep going with our B flat power chord strumming. And then we come up 2 frets to a C power chord, 3 on the A, 5 on the D. Finish that measure with about 4 strums of that. So that little bit there. The next section, pretty much the same. We just kind of flip around that bell tone scale to sounds more like how it will go in the chorus. It's the Hungry Eyes part. So it's 1 on the E, 1 on the B to 3 on the B. Hit our F chord first. And once we hit that 3 on the B, we also hit the B flat chord with it. And it's just a regular B flat at this point. Finish it off with some bass note strums on the B flat. And then up to our C. And we go through those 2 riffs, the 2 different bell tone scales, go through that a couple times in the intro. And then we finish the intro with this little buffer that happens, and it's just like the very first measure. We're just strumming on some F power chords here, a little muted. That'll lead us into our verse. Verse section, we continue on with our F power chord strumming, and that'll lead us to this descending little scale. It's not much, it's just a 2 on the G to open, and that'll lead us into an A minor chord. Once we hit the A minor chord, we keep along with our A bass notes there with the 2 on the D as well to keep it that little power chord. And from the A minor, we go to a A7 suspended second, which basically we just lift off the 1 of the B and then add a 3 on the E. Keep along with our bass note strumming. And then just come right back to the A minor and the bass notes afterwards. Repeat all the way from the little scale, the 2 open on the G, A minor, A7 suspended second, and the bass notes after that. And at this point, we're going to shift to a D minor, and same style with this where we hit the D minor chord, and we keep the bass notes, the bass power chord there, the D, keep that going. And And from there, we just lift off of the 1 of the E to make it a D suspended second and do the bass notes afterwards. After that, we go to a G chord, and you don't have to, hit the whole thing. You can just get the bulk of it, maybe down to like the B string, whatever, and then come right back up to the G bass notes. Repeat that D minor, D suspended second to G. And after the second time around, we do our B flat power chord to C power chord, kicking us into the chorus. In the chorus section, as I mentioned earlier, it's just kind of like that second half of the intro section where we'll hit our F chord, do our little bell tone scale, and it's that second one in the intro, the 1 on a E, 1 B to 3 B. Then we hit our B, strum it out, hit the C, strum it out, and after we do that, then we just kind of go to straight, power chords for a bit. Same progression, the F, then to the B flat, then to the C. Go through those 2 measures twice. It'll happen, probably 4 times in the final outro chorus. And then just do our little buffer measure of the F power chords. Bridge section, we're basically taking the last half of the verse where we do our D minor to D suspended second, and we just repeat that little section 3 times, and then we'll do our B flat power chord to C. And in the midst of this, there's a little muted kind of solo guitar thing that happens way up high. We come up to 14 on the G, 13 E, back to 14 G, 15 B to 13, and it's a little bit muted, so we're like. And then finish it off, 14 on the G, 13 B, 12 on the G to 15 D. It's just this little muted, tiny little thing you can do if you like.